If you want to craft a purpose for your team, there are a few obstacles that inevitably emerge as part of the process. This applies if you're an executive team or a functional team like sales or finance. The first obstacle is just being on the same page as to what purpose means. People can have very different expectations. I think it helps to think of purpose as having three distinct meanings. There's the cause-related purpose. This is what we often think of as purpose. At the organizational level, think Tesla, SpaceX, Patagonia, Beyond Meat, or an ambitious not-for-profit. If your company or team has a cause-related purpose, like awesome, this can be galvanizing, unifying, and clarifying for decision making. The problem is, for many industries, companies, and teams, this type of purpose doesn't feel authentic. You know, we provide banking services and somehow we link this to saving the planet. Or we rent out shared workspaces and somehow this means we are elevating the world's consciousness. Thank you, WeWork. Or in a particularly egregious example, we sell cigarettes and our purpose is to build a better future. British American tobacco. Honestly, this does more harm than good. The last thing you want is people rolling their eyes when they see your purpose statement. Another sense of purpose is the culture-related purpose. This is useful for organizations or teams that provide a necessary product or service but aren't claiming to change the world. Culture-related purpose focuses on how we do what we do. The famous Johnson & Johnson credo is an example where they describe their intentions for each stakeholder group. And finally, there is the competence-related purpose. This may sound like the least inspiring, but at the team level, if you're trying to craft a purpose statement, my experience working with hundreds of teams over the last 15 years or so is that this is the type of purpose that is most often needed. A couple of examples. I was working with the sustainability team at a company earlier this year, and they found it very easy to come up with a cause-related purpose. However, despite their passion for sustainability, what they wanted was a competence-related purpose. They wanted to be very clear. What's our function? What's our role within this company? What's the value we drive and how can we be seen as driving that value by the rest of the business so we're not seen as some green tick in the box, but we're actually seen as central to strategy and success. At the same organization, at the COO level, their challenge was you had the head of sustainability, the head of HR, head of marketing, head of IT, etc., etc. And they were trying to work out, are we just a random bunch of people because we didn't fit in the other teams? Or is there a reason that we're all together? What function do we serve? And I can tell you, while it took a few hours, at that particular team offsite, once they had crafted their team purpose, they were really pumped. They were really clear as to how they all fit together. So we came across this distinction between the three types of purpose in an HBR article a little while back. And we now use it up front with groups to frame the process. It prevents the group talking at cross purposes, so to speak. Every team needs to be 100% clear and aligned on the team purpose. And this doesn't have to be how you're changing the world. This includes the executive team. The purpose of the executive team is different than the purpose of the organization. So what is the purpose of your team? Is everyone 100% clear and aligned on this? If you're not sure, it's worth having the conversation. It makes a big difference to motivation, to collaboration, and decision making.